Hi everybody, this is Old Man Minecrafting and thank you for joining for another SlimeFun tutorial. Hopefully we'll learn something together and let's get into it. Minecrafting. Today we're going to go over just some of the other things that you can make. Really quickly, we're going to go over resources. This is something we'll cover in another video. These are just all of the things that you want to get building before you get started. All of these are the resources that are required to make things in SlimeFun. So we will go into an extensive coverage of all of these in a future video. Inside food, there's nothing really groundbreaking. Juices. They restore hunger, but they don't stack at all. So these are not very useful items in my opinion. Magic sugar you might use in some other recipes at some point. For the most part, these are just extra food. Click on them, look at the recipes. I don't think that having extra saturated food is all that important. So for me, I don't really use this very often. One item that is kind of fun is the diet cookie. The diet cookie makes you float for a short time. And that's kind of fun. So that's kind of fun, but nothing groundbreaking or anything that I would find extremely useful. Fortune cookie just kind of gives you a cute little saying. Nothing too exciting. One thing that is nice is the enchanted golden apples, especially on PvP servers. People that want to play with their enchanted golden apples. You can make those, which I don't think you can in vanilla in any way. These I just don't find extremely interesting or valuable. These magical items, these are things that you're going to require to use in recipes. We will go over these at some point, but these are things, they're items that I really don't use a whole lot, but I will show you how to use it. This ancient rune of fire is how you make a lava crystal. Those will become extremely important later on, but super expensive and very mid-game. So you'll want to check that out later on when we get to that point. I'll cover how to make these mid-game items because telling you right now is not really going to be that useful if you're in the early game. These magical lumps, very cheap. It's just a nether wart inside of a grindstone. But those items are fairly cheap, not extremely useful until mid-game. And then I'm just going to trust that you're going to be able to click on an item and look at the recipes. Wither skeleton skull with 4 magical lumps, tier 3, to make a necrotic skull, and that's something that you'll just use in some other recipes. Overall, this item, I don't know if your server has spawn eggs, but if you do, you'll want to be able to make this broken spawner, but you still use that monster spawner for that. So some servers, SlimeFun servers, my server has it turned off, but some SlimeFun servers have spawner types, which are really useful and nice for some servers. So the thing I really want to get into in this video is this magical armor. Magical armor is genuinely sort of unimpressive, but there are some items in here that will be helpful early on. This first thing is the Ender helmet. I think when you have the entire set on, you'll take no Ender pearl damage. That's fine. Slime helmet. So this, when you fall, it cushions your landing. I can't see wearing this just for that. Maybe just the boots for a little while. To make it, it requires 2 slime balls and 2 iron ingots. So fairly cheap, but just not extremely useful. Glowstone helmet lights up the area right around you, which is nice. Again, just not extremely useful. And then the rainbow gear changes color as you wear it. So I don't see any reason to show you that. It's just nonsensical graphic things that are not particularly useful. The slime helmet, however, so we're looking at some slime balls and a steel plate. A steel plate requires 8 steel ingots. Early game, fairly expensive. But this item is not bad. Protection 2, Unbreaking 4. So those items are okay. Farmer shoes prevents you from trampling your crops if you have a problem with that. Some servers have that turned off by default, but having farmer shoes, which are very cheap, just 4 hay bales, So that's something kind of fun and keeps you from trampling your crops. So not a totally useless item, just something that's I can't see using a whole lot. And then the Boots of the Stomper. All fall damage you receive will be applied to nearby mobs and players. So I could guess if you're going to jump and sneak attack people or mobs, I guess that would be useful. These are the actual useful items. Again, I said this in the last video, Essence of Afterlife. This is a mid-game item, this Essence of Afterlife. Maybe find somebody with some experience to make 2 of those for you, or I guess 8 of those for you, so you can soulbound your items. And again, this is it's just like you have keep inventory on. Those items will come with you when you die. Finally, the bee helmet. The bee helmet has protection 2 and unbreaking. I'm guessing that there's something to it. I know that the bee wings activate slow falling when you approach the ground, so cushions your landing. But for the most part, these are fairly just benign and something that I would pass up on. Not extremely expensive. Gold ingots, some honey blocks, and some honeycomb blocks, but just not extremely useful. And then finally, the elytra cap. If you do a lot of flying around and are worried about running into things and dying, maybe this wouldn't be a terrible idea. This helmet will protect you from crashing while flying with an elytra, so you don't take any damage when you run into something. So overall, not extremely useful. Maybe the soulbound items, but just items that are mid-game to make and early game to use. So I don't care for those items very much, but just thought I would show those to you. I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, please click like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy Minecrafting.